Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Kevin Handoko, absen 22, kelas 11 IPS 2. Ending the stigma. Thesis. One of the challenges Indonesia has faced in its decades long fight against HIV or AIDS is the stigma that accompanies the disease. Often, the public takes things into its own hands by sending those who test positive into exile, branding them as a source of problems and a burden. A similar phenomenon is occurring as the country struggles to contain the spread of COVID-19, which since early March has infected more than 378,000 and killed nearly 13,000. In some countries, the stigma has even developed in prejudice against Asians, simply because the pandemic began in Wuhan, China. Argument a survey conducted in August by the Lapor COVID-19 report COVID-19 community in collaboration with research from the University of Indonesia or UI Faculty of Psychology discovered that stigma surrounding COVID-19 patients and survivors did not subside. Needless to say, ending the pandemic is impossible without addressing the stigmatization and prejudice COVID-19 patients face to avoid the stigma. Many have resisted testing and tracing, reversed hospitalization, and seized the dead bodies of loved ones from the hospital to prevent them from being buried under COVID-19 protocols. On November 19, the Jakarta administration will begin enforcing a new bylaw that stipulates a maximum fine of 7,5 million from obscene measures to tackle contagion, such as reversing polymer chain reaction atau PCR, test COVID-19 treatment, vaccination, or isolation. The city government previously issued a gubernatorial regulation that outlined punishment for people who did not wear masks in public and business owners who failed to enforce social distancing in workplace. The penalties range from an hour of community service and progressive fitness to the withdrawal of business permits. But according to the 2011 regional government law, only regional bylaws or higher levels of regulation can legally establish fines. West Sumatra and now Jakarta are the only provinces that have enacted bylaws to deter people from undermining the government's efforts to win the battle against COVID-19. The 2018 Health Quarantine Law also stipulates punitive measures. But according to the 2011 Regional Government Law, only regional bylaws or higher level of regional can legally establish fitness. West Sumatra and now Jakarta are the only provinces that have enacted bylaws to deter people from undermining the government's efforts to win the battle against COVID-19. The 2018 Health Quarantine Law also stipulates punitive measures which include imprisonment to ensure public compliance with health protocols. But the law has been enforced only once against legislative council Deputy Speaker Wasmadi Edi Susilo for holding a dangdut court that attracted a hawk crowd last month. The Jakarta government has less than on more to familiarize people with the new bylaw, but double have already emerged about whether it will be an effective deterrent. Problem with law and regulation often rests with their inconsistent implementation. More efforts are needed to educate the public about the virus, how it transmits, and the danger it poses to their health, rather than resorting to punishment. Poor people do not follow the health protocol because they know little about the virus in the first place. Reorientation. It is the included understanding of the disease in addiction to misinformation, calculating on social media, and social interactions that has allowed the COVID-19 stigma to persist. Health workers, formal and informal leaders, academies, and other elements of society need to join forces to end the stigma and win the war on the pandemic. Adapted from the Jakarta Post.